thanks for life. Give thanks for life. Oh, chimney, chimney. Today my rise like the sunrise, my bright and my upright. No one can broke my vibes. I may not care who I fight, I know I criticize. I'm on a higher high.
Hi guys, it is a Sunday and I just came from church. It's my first time going to church here, so it was kind of interesting. It was kind of what I was used to too. So I think I'll be going there more often. But let me tell you guys something. Now, let me tell you why it's so important. Let me tell you why it's so important to put God first, right? Now, I could have been home, laying down, sleeping, or watching movies like I did all of yesterday. That is why that vlog was so short. I didn't even close it because all I did was sleep, eat, and watch movies. But I didn't do that today. I say, you know what? I'm going to church. I'm going to church. And everybody's like, you really going to church? You just moved here. You really going to church? Like, what's going on? So I was like, yes, I'm going to church. Now I have the opportunity of meeting Danny. Like, oh my gosh. To be honest, I did not know who he was at first, right? Because I don't know a lot of actors by their names. I only know them by like a movie, or if I see a picture of them, I'm like, oh, that's who that is. So I will be meeting Danny Glover. So guys who be watching, I say watching, guys who be meeting him with me, I'm so freaking excited. I don't know why. I love this man. Like, I love him, and I love oh my god, I love him and I love his movies. Like, I could sit down right now and still watch Angels in the Outfield. Like, I watched that movie a million times. Kid you not. Knowing that I'm gonna meet him, I just want to go home and watch it again. But guys, you will see me when I'm going to meet him. So for now, bye.
I guess no matter how many times you hear that song played in a major league stadium on a warm afternoon, it's still emotionally evocative.
Drop dead. I got sunscreen in my eye.
Guys, and I am ready. Let's see how this will go. Guys, I am totally ready. However, I shouldn't have listened to my sister and not put on my cardigan, because God knows I am cold already. But that's gonna be okay because I'm gonna see my boo. The more you get to know me, you would know I love a lot of men. Oh, that's not so bad. I love a lot of actors, I would say, especially black actors. But it depends on the movie, because you know, some people just sell you the movie so good that you're like, oh my gosh, I love you. Like, that's how I feel about Michael in Prison Break, and Derek and Teen Wolf, and Scott and Teen Wolf. Like, you know, y'all feel me, y'all know where I come from. But I'm like 3 minutes away, I would say, and the pace of my walking, I'll probably reach it quicker. But I am so excited. Like, this is ridiculous. But guys, I see you when I reach there. Bye.
Give a warm and loud and crazy welcome to our brother, Danny Glover. And I hope Danny, you gotta come out. Stop peeking. He's peeking. He's peeking. Come on, stand up, put your hands together. Danny Glover. So hold on a minute, Danny. First of all, he likes the fact that I boss him around. That's okay because I have 8 brothers and somebody's got to keep them in check. right? And you're my big brother, so I'm keeping you in check. Danny, what do you think about our people here? Do you feel the love?
Absolutely. I think I'm supposed to be next door.
That's him. He's always pulling something. Danny, here you go.
Here. Where's the chat, man? Boy.
I love you, Daddy.
What a wonderful privilege, first of all, here to be in First Baptist Church. 190 years in the making.
Because of your involvement, you were playing with your career as a black man in Hollywood at a time when we were not given leading roles. And here you were standing up against the establishment, not just for actors, but for people all over the world who were being oppressed. Did that ever, what kind of thoughts did that bring to your mind?
Yeah. Well, I think one of the things that the first thing you have to acknowledge the fact that you are afraid. You know, we all at some point in time step beyond our fear. I didn't come to acting as a part of my wish list as a kid. You know, I came to acting somewhat late. In fact, I was a student at San Francisco State, and in the spring of 1967, just before my 21st birthday, we invited Amiri Baraka, as most people may know him as Leroy Jones.
How do you get young people to get back into the front line? There's been no change in society without young people being at the lead. And when our young people are caught up in these technologies and games and everything and so disconnected, how do we get them back on track to be the tip of the spear in terms of making this right, not for some, but for all? Thank you.
Great question. And Danny, you have 2 minutes to answer this. Because we want other people to ask questions. So.
Sometimes when you, and I'll be a little bit longer than 2 minutes, sometimes when you look at your own life, you realize that the ideas that you may have had were not monolithic, that they were, that there were several other ideas about the way the world should be, the way the world how should we respond to what is happening in the world. And I'm paraphrasing him, and understanding how the violence manifests itself, in whether it's emotional violence, internal violence, and everything else. Have we reached the point where the violence and the proliferation, married to the proliferation of arms and guns and availability of guns, have we reached the point where we at the point of no return? And that's the question, and we never want to think about that, but what are the programs of nurturing and everything else? Where is the nurturing that happens? Historic anger, it's not just there's anger, it's the anger before that, and all of that becomes the force. When I went to the Walden House with my brother's graduation, and he and another fellow participant in the program with their graduation talking about love, I said, whoa. Makes me feel so good that I forgot that I got up at 4 o'clock this morning in Vancouver.
Well, guys, I am home again, and yeah, it was a good, I don't know what to call it. It was a good seminar, I guess, conference, I guess, but that's not the right name to call it. It was a good session. Like, you know, it was really informative. I did learn a lot, but it's time to call it a night. It's like, what time is it? It's 9:57, and it was crazy. Like, trying to get a picture was crazy, and I took a picture, but it was on someone else's camera, so I went back to get a picture for you guys, and someone else took the picture, and it was like a terrible picture. But I'll still include the picture. You guys know that. So if you guys like this vlog, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below with any other videos you would like to see me do. If you want to see me continue vlogging, tell me that as well, and I'm just gonna change my clothes and get into bed, probably watch some YouTube videos, watch some movies, and call that a night. So, but now I am leaving you guys. That means I'll see you in the next vlog. Don't forget to share this video, and bye. How it go, man?
Fix things. Unruly. Them a gonna need wings for catch we up. Wings for catch we up. Cause I'm way up. We up there. Way up. Stay up there. Way up. We up there. Way up. Andrew Blacks. From you see me a cleanest. Nose